live. Sound test. Sound test.
Yeah, sound.
Good?
Yep.
So, shall I start now?
Yeah.
Mabuhay! Good morning! Hello! This is Albine. Welcome to Learning with Albine. And look, kumusta po kayo? How many people are here with me? Yes. Okay, once again, welcome to Learning with Albine. And we are, or I am, or me and Bruce are in Gasan, Marinduque. Gasan, Marinduque. We are in the Philippines, by the way. We are in the Philippines. Come on, join us. Those people who want to learn Tagalog, this channel is for you. This episode is for you. I will teach you how to speak Tagalog. Okay, and if you are beginner, that's all right. And my suggestion for you is to increase your work on your Tagalog vocabulary and simple phrases. But if you are beginners in Tagalog, yes, you are also very much welcome here for your Tagalog sentence construction. Okay, and hi Bruce, magandang umaga. Good morning.
Magandang umaga.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Bruce. And let me see who's with us and check our comment section. And if you just got in, yeah,
Just me and you.
feel free to comment and say hi. Okay, say hi, please. And okay, let me start. Well, let's start off with problem statement. Okay, and comment down below, what do you see from our background? Do you appreciate where we are right now? Okay, do you enjoy it? And okay, question for this tutorial. Problem number 1. What root words accept the prefix pang, pam, or pan? Okay, next. What meaning does the prefix pang, pam, or pan bring? And I think this is the last question. How do I use the pang, pam, pan plus root word in Tagalog sentence? Okay.
Pam, Pan.
Those are the prefixes. It can either be pang, pam, or
Pam.
pan.
Pan.
Okay. Pang, either pang, pam, or pan. Right now, in the coming minutes, you will understand what are the difference between these three prefixes. Okay, and let's do this first. Okay, and let's do that. And yes, and to start off, and as an introduction, once again, I'm Coach. I am at Coach_Albine on Instagram, and on Facebook we are Tagalog with Albine. That is our private Facebook group. Come join us, and of course here on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, let's start our discussion for today, our lesson for today. And I hope that my screen really is nice. And please tell me if you are live.
Looks good.
I will be waiting for your comments. Criticize, what do you see? And if it needs attention, it needs fixing, tell me. Yes,
No,
according
looks
to
good.
Bruce, it looks good. Okay. And prefix pang, pam, or pan. Okay, listen or read with me. It creates a noun. Or an adjective. Yes, sometimes there is confusion. Can it be is it a noun or an adjective? But of course the answer is it depends on how you use it in a sentence. Yes, it can either be a noun and it can either be an adjective. Let's see, which means both of all of these, or these three prefixes, means that you are creating a new word that has some meaning to imply it's a tool or a thing. It's a tool or a thing. Okay, let's have this example. Pangkulay. Pangkulay is one example. Take note, the root word here is kulay, but of course we have further discussions. Kulay, kulay is, it means color, color. And then if you add pang before the root word, which means color, so a tool used in coloring. Pangkulay, a tool used in coloring. Okay, like it can be a coloring pen or a chalk, or what else, watercolor or something, a paint. Yes, it can be pangkulay. Another example, pang sabon. Pang sabon, sabon, which means soap. So you can have the meaning like a thing that is used in washing, yes, or cleaning up something, cleaning something. Okay, or cleaning agent, right? And then another example, we have panukat. Panukat. So in this regard, we use the word pan, not pang, right? We use the word, the prefix pang. We didn't use the prefix pang, but we use the prefix pan here. Okay, more discussions on the coming page. Another example, we have pambabae. Pambabae, the root word is babae. Babae means girl or woman, yes, and then the prefix was pam. So pambabae, it means something that's to be used by a lady, a woman, or a girl. Okay, next, let's move on. Who's with me? Let me see.
It's just us.
Just you and me. Just only Bruce and me. Anyway,
Kelly's here.
I wonder where Kelly is. Hello, Kelly. How are you there? If you ever are listening, and magandang gabi sa'yo dyan sa Amerika. Okay. And let's move on. Okay. Mga tuntunin. Mga tuntunin means guidelines. Guidelines. What are the guidelines in using these prefixes? Okay, first guideline. When prefix pang, what is the reason? Why do we want to use pang prefix instead of the other? Why not pan? Why not pam? In this case, let's focus on pang. So pang is used when the root word starts in any of the vowel letters. What are those vowel letters in Tagalog? We say it a, e, I, o, u. Again, follow after me if you are new in the language. What are the five vowel sounds in Tagalog? A for A, E for I for I, O for O, and U, U for U. Okay, or in Tagalog, say it again. A, E, I, O, U. Bruce, can you please say those sounds?
A, E, I, O, U.
Thank you so much. That's good. Okay, let's have first about three root words that we want to learn and how to use pang. Pang in as a prefix here. First root word we have kain. Oh, yeah. Why? I think that pangkain. When the root words start in any of the vowels, why? Seems like my examples are wrong here. Okay, I didn't think about that. Why is it pangkain is my example here? It should be pangulam is one example, or pangalis. Okay, did I mess up my slides? Yeah, I think I messed up my slides. Oh, okay. Okay, I just kind of oh, what is this? Mix up my slide. This one, my example should be Pang alis. Do I need to edit this page? Oh, now, what shall I do?
Go back and edit it later.
Huh?
Go back and edit later.
I can just edit it today.
Yeah, edit it later. Yeah.
Why later?
Huh?
Why later?
Just because.
Okay.
Edit it later.
Now, so, I think I would like to say, when the prefix, we want to use pang when the root words starts in vowels. Yes, is pang alis is one example, and then amoy is another example, and then umaga is another example. Okay, so let me I got lost here. I think I have time to edit this. I don't have much viewers anyway, so I got to edit. I like to edit this because I don't want to mess up with my. I got distracted when I'm not when I'm not reading the right thing. Okay, so I would like to say that this one. Let me edit this while I'm waiting for my audience. Anyway, I can do this. Okay, and this. Escape. Okay, I got distracted now. So now I would like to say that when I would like to copy this one and do it this way here. I would like to do it here, and okay, and where does it go? And this is it. Okay, vowels. Okay, I like to do it that way. Yeah, I'm editing. That means editing with Albine this time. That's fun. Let's do it here. I would like to say that the fix, it should be fixed this way, and these are all. Hey, hello there, Damien. Come over, join me. I've got some kind of trouble with my presentation, but we will be fine. Yay! Thank you for being here. Magandang umaga dyan sa'yo sa Australia. Magandang umaga, Australia. Kumusta ka? Let me find it. Yeah, you're not late. You are just right. And I'm editing with Alpine. Okay, so that we are learning Tagalog better here. Yay! Thank you for the company. Please stay with me, and I hope that your son or daughter is with us here. And yes, once again, as I say, if you notice some kind of on my screen, if you notice some kind of what?
Background?
No, background is nice. I mean, some kind of trouble and things that are not in order, please tell me. I need your help. I need your help and support on this. Tell me if something is not right. Background is good. I like the background, and it's warm here. So warm. Okay, and let's do this. Yes, pang is used. Once again, let me start it all over. Pang is used when the root word starts in any of the vowel letters A, E, I, O, U. Or in Tagalog, we say it as A, E, I, O, U. Okay. One example, Alice. Alice. I have difficulty with S. Alice means in Tagalog, leave or remove. Okay, or get out. Alice. Remove. Another example, amoy. So amoy starts with a vowel A. Another example, umaga. Bruce, amoy means smell in Tagalog. Umaga means morning. Yes, it's morning time here in the Philippines. Umaga dito sa Pilipinas ngayon. Okay, let's apply prefix pang here. So because this starts with the root with vowels, we want dash after pang. So take note, when the root word starts with a vowel, we want dash after the prefix pang, alis, Pang-alis. It means a tool to remove something. A tool to remove something. What are those? Like for example, most likely calamansi when there's a stain in the cloth, or like for example handkerchief or your white shirt. I think locals use calamansi to as a cleaning agent. Pang-alis. Pang-alis ng dumi or dagta if especially if it's stain from the fruits or leaves, like leaf, right? Dagta. Sap, I think sap, that's sap in Tagalog. Dagta. Pang-alis ng dagta, calamansi. Pang-alis ng amoy, suka. Suka is vinegar, an agent to remove odor. Okay, pang-alis. Yes, pang-alis. And then amoy means pang-amoy. So a body part that's used in smelling. So pang-amoy, pang-amoy. So it refers to our nose. Pang-amoy. Let's, for example, COVID cases, COVID patient, indication, walang pang-amoy. So COVID, one of the symptoms of people suffering or from COVID-19, walang pang-amoy. So the sense of smell is lost, right? Lost. Hi, Brandon! Magandang umaga dyan sa'yo. Welcome dito sa ating tutorial, okay? Yes, and how are you all doing? I hope you are doing fine. Okay. Umaga. Yes, today is umaga, morning. Pang-umaga. Pang-umaga. Basically, it means morning shift if you are a worker. If a worker. What is my definition here? A thing that's done in the morning. Pang-umaga. Kape. Coffee ay isang magandang item pang-umaga. Ang kape ay isang magandang item pang-umaga. Coffee is a good item in the morning. Pang-umaga. Okay. And also it can refer to like security guards. You have like for example in this resort. So there's one security guard for the morning shift and then another security guard for the night shift. So secure na pang-umaga, secure na panggabi. Pang-umaga for the morning, panggabi in the night, right? Secure na pang-umaga, secure na panggabi. Secure for colloquial word for security guard. Okay. And if you are working in a factory, people would say pang-umaga siya. Okay, pang-umaga ako. Pang-gabi ako. Pang-umaga ako. Okay, let's move on. Next page. And what do we have? Yes, we have a picture of a dog. We have a picture of a dog. Let's see. Malakas ang pang-amoy ng mga aso. Dog for aso. Malakas ang pang-amoy ng mga aso. Bruce, will you repeat after me? Malakas. I'm sorry. Mas malakas.
Mas malakas.
Ang pang-amoy ng mga aso. I hope that your speech is loud here, even if you are so far from the microphone.
I heard me.
You heard yourself. Okay. So what does it mean in English? What does it mean in English? Dogs, aso, have greater. We want greater because we use mas. Greater sense of smell. I hope that my English is right. Bruce, tell me if my English is right. Dogs have greater sense of smell. In Tagalog, we say, mas malakas ang pang-amoy ng mga aso. Okay, let's move on. Hello once again, Damien and Brandon. Yes, comment down below if there is some confusion or if you have some sample sentences. Please, I would appreciate you writing your sample sentences here. Okay, let's move on. And then more, mga tuntunin once again means guidelines. So when do we want to use PAM this time? PAM. Take note, Bruce. prefix pam is used when the root word starts in consonant letters B or P. B or P. In
Just
Tagalog,
those two?
huh?
Just those two?
Yeah, those two, because there is a group of what's this? Lip consonant, lip sounding consonant, B or P. So that the flow of or the muscle would glide so easily. So, for example, bukid is one example. Starts with letter B. So, okay, how do you want me to present this, Bruce? Shall I introduce all the words, root words first before saying what it means in Tagalog, in English? Or shall I say the word in Tagalog, English next?
However you want.
Whoever I want. Okay, bukid is one example. Please repeat after me. Bukid.
Bukid.
Okay. Repeat after me. Bata.
Bata.
Bata. Repeat after me. Pusa.
Pusa.
Okay, good. Next, pasok.
Pasok.
Very good. So what those words means? Okay, now, bukid means farm. Farm. Bata means children or children. Children for plural. Singular, child. Child or kid. Right? I have to turn my back from the camera to see you. And then pusa. Pusa, we have a pusa here. Kitty, cat, pusa, cat. We have a cat here, visitors. And then a visiting cat. Pasok means enter. Bruce, pasok means
Pasok.
enter. Now we want to use the prefix pam here. Pam.
Pam pasok.
Yes, pampasok is nice. Yes, there you go. You got it. You listen to me. Of course, pambukid. Pambukid means a thing to use when working or going to the farm. Pambukid. Pambukid. So a thing, it can be the clothing that you use when you go to the farm. Pambukid. Or it could be a tool that you use in working in the farm, like bolo here in bolo. Yes, bolo here in the Philippines. Locals always have bolo going to the farm. Right?
Okay.
Okay, next. Of course, pambukid, it can also be machinery, right? What are those machineries you use in the farm? Okay. And like chainsaw, yes. Bata is kid, right? Pambata. Pambata. So, a thing to use or consumed by children. Okay. Of course, toys. Ang mga laruan ay pambata. Pambata. Laruan. Toys. Right? Pambata. Clothing is another. Pambata. Thing. What about pusa? Pampusa. Okay. That a thing to use or consumed by cats. So, most likely we want food for the cat. So, you'd say pampusa.
Pampusa.
Pampusa. Yes, pampusa. Okay. Next, pasok. So means enter. Okay. Or sometimes, most of the time also, pasok means going to work or going to school. So when we say the word pampasok, so it refers to a thing to use at workplace or school. So what are those? Supplies can be pampasok. Right?
Pampasok.
Yeah, or another tool again, pampasok. Shoes, pampasok. Yes, and then clothing, pampasok. Okay, next. Okay, next. And okay, yes, another thing, guideline here. Sometimes pam, with the prefix pam, the first letter of the root word is cancelled out. Take note of this, Bruce. Like for example, bukid, pamukid. So we didn't mention B anymore. Cancel out the first letter. Pamukid. Yeah, it's just like Islam, right? Like you have really to cancel out some kind of rolling of your tongue. It's a pambukid versus pamukid. It doesn't really sound different, right? So it just sounds the same. So make it faster. Pamukid. Bundok, mountain. Bundok. Pamundok. Instead of saying pambundok. So you eliminate the movement of your lips. Most movement of the lips, right?
Okay.
Pamundok. Pasok, instead of saying pampasok, you would say pamasok. Pamasok.
So,
Okay, good. So now you would catch up some Filipino words like, so why is it so fast? Why locals talk so fast? So this is the reason for that. Right?
so fast and so high.
Yes, just like English
Oh,
also.
really high pitch.
Just like English also, like when we are listening to English speakers, why do they speak so fast? I couldn't understand. Please speak slowly. Okay. Next. Okay, let's have this picture. How do we want to use any of those words in the sentence? Look at the picture, Bruce. What do you see?
I don't see anything.
You don't see anything. You have a
Because
delay.
I'm a minute behind.
Yeah, you are. Okay, so now for the audience, other
This is a minute behind too.
other than Bruce, so we have the this is an example of a sentence. Nagtitinda sila ng mga damit pambata. Okay, pambata is
Oh,
the
I can't tell what that is. It's like a really tiny picture.
okay. Nagtitinda sila ng mga damit pambata. In English, it means they are selling children's clothes. So, damit for clothing, pambata means referring to children's. Who would use those clothing? Children, pambata. Repeat after me, Bruce. Nagtitinda
Natintinda.
sila
Sila.
ng mga
Nang mana.
damit
Dami.
pambata.
Pambata.
Once again, please say nagtitinda.
Natintinda.
Okay, good. Nagtitinda sila ng mga damit pambata. Nagtitinda means selling. They are selling.
They're selling children?
No, they are selling children's clothes. Okay. Okay. Nagtitinda sila ng bata is they are selling children. Yes. Nagtitinda. Sila for they. Sila for they. Next, let's move on. Okay, but before we proceed, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and thank you for all the subscribers. I've already passed 500 subscribers. I think I'm already in my 516th subscriber now, and we want more. The way to go to 1,000 subscribers. YouTube wants that, right? Okay, please support this channel even if you are already in advanced stage of Tagalog learning. Consider playing it. Yes, again and again. Maybe it's good, still helps, Bruce, right? Even if you are not listening to me, just play it. It will help with the algorithm. Oh, okay. And please watch my other videos and hit the like button first. Tagalog with Damien. What did he say? Haha. Why did Damien say haha? I wonder why. Maybe because of Bruce.
They're selling children.
Selling children. Okay, let's move on.
Guessing.
I don't know why you say haha. Maybe because there's such kind of delay. I don't. Yes, maybe Bruce is funny. Okay, or maybe I am funny. Okay. Prefix pan. Next, okay. What is prefix pan here? Why do we use prefix pan? Why do we use prefix pan? When the first letter of the word starts in S, D, T, L, or R. Okay, let's say these letters in Tagalog. Bruce, S. Filipino say sa.
Sa.
D. Filipino say da.
Da.
Ta.
Ta.
La.
La.
Ra.
Yeah.
Ra.
Yep.
Okay. R for ra. And also, of course, those considering S and A combination. Sa, da, ta, la, ra. When if sometimes S is partnered with vowel E, you would say, repeat after me, Bruce. Se.
Se.
De.
De.
Te.
Te.
Le.
Le.
Re.
Yeah.
Come on. You can do it.
I can't do
Okay,
everything.
one thing. Se. De.
Se. De.
Te.
Te.
Le.
Le.
Re.
Re.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's partner it with E. E.
E.
You don't say it I. We say it in Tagalog. E. C.
Like Nikon.
Okay. C.
C.
D.
E.
T.
T.
Li.
Li.
Ri.
Re.
Yeah, good. Once again, can you do it yourself?
No.
Okay, follow after me. Listen very carefully. C.
C.
D.
D.
T.
T.
Li.
Li.
Ri.
Re.
Good. Thank you. Okay. Yay. Next, dugtong. Dugtong is one example. Dugtong. Say it. Dugtong.
Dugtong.
Dugtong means
He lives
it.
around the corner.
What? No, that's not.
Dugtong. He lives around the corner.
Okay, whatever you say. Okay, dugtong literally means what? Affix also is a dugtong. Annex is also another meaning of dugtong, or additional stuff. Add on, dugtong. Pandugtong is something, a tool that's used to add something, a thing used to as an annex, a thing to affix something. Pandugtong. So you see, instead of saying pang, you use the n instead. So the use of, again, you got that answer already, Bruce. Why pang, pam, pan? It depends on the letters of the root word, the first letter of the root word. The idea is for easy gliding of the tongue and the lips. Of course, the parts of our mouth used in speech, right? So if we want the words to be said faster or easier or more comfortable to our parts of the speech function, so you can choose. It can be pang, pan, or pam. Okay. Pandugtong. Yes, easier to say pandugtong instead of saying pang dugtong, right? You cannot also say pam dugtong. It's odd. Sorry. Pandugtong, a thing added to something to increase its length. Is it a good definition?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another example, dakot.
Dakot.
Dakot is to, like for example, if you are walking your dog in the park, so you will be responsible for the dog's poop. So you have a tool to pick up the poop.
Mm-hmm.
Pandakot.
Dakot.
Pandakot ng tae. In Tagalog, tae is the manure. Tae can also be human manure and dog poop. So we welcome to tae episode. No, tae.
Isn't that
Page
where you
like.
meet?
Huh?
Isn't that where the meeting place is?
That's not. Meeting place is tagpuan. Tagpuan.
Not
Meeting
tapuan.
place. Huh?
Not tapuan.
Natagpuan. Natagpuan has become
No,
verb.
Not tapuan.
Natapuan. Natapunan. Natagpuan.
No, not.
Not, it's
Not.
not a tagpuan. Not, hindi tagpuan.
Hindi tapuan.
Hindi tagpuan. It's not a meeting place. Right, that's what you mean. Hindi tagpuan.
Yep.
If you want to negate Tagalog word, you use the word hindi.
Yep.
Okay. And then also next understanding you would have, what is the difference between wala and hindi? You would have to understand. But that could be another episode. Okay. Next, dakot. Dakot, we are good with dakot. It means a picker. Pandakot. Next, saing. Say after me. Repeat after me. Pansaing. Pansaing. You know what saing means?
No.
Saing means cooking rice.
Oh, cooking rice.
Yes, so a thing you use in cooking rice. Pang saing. So most likely, it's only just rice and water to cook it, right? So water is pang saing. So you want a specific water, or you set aside a water, pansaing.
Okay.
Okay. Next, sukat. Sukat means measure. So pansukat means a measuring device. Mayroon ka bang pansukat, Bruce? So what does it mean, mayroon? Do you have a measuring device, Bruce?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a kind of, it depends on what
Knuckle.
Yes, when you are cooking rice. Bruce, please explain how you cook rice using.
Water up to the first knuckle.
Yes, when you cook rice, you have to identify which knuckle you use.
Doesn't matter. Any knuckle.
It depends on how.
Man knuckle, girl knuckle,
Also,
boy knuckle,
it depends.
woman knuckle. Doesn't matter.
Huh?
Doesn't matter.
Uh-uh.
First knuckle.
It depends on how soft or hard your rice you want your rice to be. Okay. So this our fingers, our knuckles are the best measuring device on pansaing na tubig. Pansaing na tubig.
I'm saying not too big.
Okay. Next, pansukat is okay, good. Tali. Tali if you want to tie. Tie me. Tali.
Later.
Pantali. So if you want to to tie somebody's hand or something or anything, tie them together. A thing to use when tying things together. Yes, it can be a ribbon. It can be a twine. It can be a necktie. Okay, pantali. Okay, let's move on. When we are. I hope my audience is doing great. And yes, again, what's Damien in Australia is just laughing. Maybe Bruce is funny. Okay, let's do that. And let's have some sentence examples. Of course, we have this. What is this? What do you see on the picture, Bruce? This tool. Yes, and I wonder also how many viewers we have. How many viewers do we have?
3.
3 viewers. Thank you so much. Yes, and okay, we have this example, which is this. In Tagalog, let's use this in a sentence. Okay, this is called pandakot. Pandakot. Of course, in English, you say dustpan, right? Dustpan. Dustpan. In Tagalog, you say pandakot. Pahiram ng pandakot ng basura. Ng basura. Basura, garbage. Pahiram ng pandakot ng basura. Pahiram means may I borrow. Or let me borrow. No, pandakot.
Oh, pandakot.
Pandakot.
Which is a dustpan.
Ng basura, pahiram. Okay. Next, so in English, I don't want to say it anymore. You already know how to say that in English.
Pandakot.
Pandakot is just okay. Okay, and this is just read the English translation. Okay. We are not learning English. I am myself learning English. But you are all learning Tagalog. Okay, next. Okay, and by the way, before we proceed, please consider signing up for my one-on-one classes. One-on-one premium classes. Come on, sign up so you get faster. You get higher proficiency on Tagalog. Yes, and you be more confident on speaking Tagalog. I will help you. I will coach you gently. Yes, gently, surely, but slowly but surely, Bruce, right? Okay, learning Tagalog or learning the language, how fast or how slow, it depends. It depends person to person. Okay, it's up to you how you wish to achieve your fluency in Tagalog. It depends on your interest. It depends on your need, on the pressure, and of course on your diligence. Right? Good. And yes, and if you are signed up with my one-on-one classes, we have a very, very private app for that, exclusive for my premium students. Okay, let's move on. Okay, of course, if you are interested, there's the link down in the description. Please take the link, get a custom code. Yes, and I'm going to email you. There are some requests. I will be working on replying to your email. Okay, next. Another guidelines. Let's do this. Yes. Why do I have this? Tali. When prefix pan is used when the first letter of the root word starts in S, D, T, L, or R. Isn't it the same that I say? Oh yes, it means these are more additional examples among these root words that it starts in S, sa, da, ta, la, ra. So more examples. Tali. Yes, tali again is tie. Yes, a thing to use when tying things together. Pantali. Pantali. Okay. So you're working, for example, our luggage. So we need to tie them together. Pantali is what you want. Right? Pantali. And we want clothesline. They can be used as pantali. Clothesline. Okay. Laba. Panlaba. Panlaba. Say it.
Pandaba.
Laba means washing clothes. So a thing to use when washing clothes. So panlaba. So you can be more specific like sabon. Sabong panlaba. Soap used in washing clothes or detergent soap. Panlaba.
Pandaba.
Okay, now we are talking about prefixes, affixes, suffixes. The term for that is lapi. Lapi. So that's why I'm always saying panlapi. Panlapi. So from the word lapi means prefix. I'm sorry. Infix or suffix. Panlapi in Tagalog. Panlapi.
Panlapi.
Yes. Okay, move on. And maybe, yes, and more guidelines. When prefix pan is used, sometimes the letter of the root word is the first letter. The first letter of the root word is cancelled out. Root word sukat. Sukat means measure. Instead of saying pansukat, you can say panukat.
Panukat.
Good. Instead of saying pantali, you can say panali.
Panali.
Good. Yes. So, panukat, panali. Take note of this. Let's move on. Yes, this is an example, Bruce. Panali ng buhok. What does it mean? Buhok means tie. So, a tie. Hair. So, you're referring to tie my hair. Panali ng buhok. This I'm doing. Give me panali. Bigyan mo ako ng panali ng buhok. I'm doing my hair this way. Panali ng buhok. Good.
Panali ng buhok.
So this is my demonstration.
Uh-huh.
Panali ng buhok. Okay. And anything, you can be more specific. Panali ng braso. Okay. Tali. Okay. Tie. Okay. Next. Hair tie. And what's next on my page? Yes, and wrap up really. Shall we wrap up, Bruce, or shall we give a comment on our trip for today?
I'll go ahead and give a comment.
A comment on our trip, really? Shall we? Are we ready for that?
Why not?
Okay. What do you want? There are lots really, and let me get this.
Oh, where to start?
Yeah, that is the question. Is where to start?
Let me get the list.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, yeah, thank you for being here with me, and for yes, we are not done yet. But if you want to ask or you're curious, why are we in the Philippines? But of course, the question of why are we in the Philippines? We had the trip to the Philippines because of family members needing medical attention, and I don't want to talk too much about that. That's
It's
why
not COVID related.
it's not COVID related on medical. But if you're like because you are curious of what the Philippines is, what is our situation, what is really if you are common, your family, and especially you are in the island, but anywhere in the Philippines, medical problem is a big thing here. Medical facilities very big thing here in the Philippines.
Either substandard or world class.
Yeah.
One of the two.
So when we say inequality, so yes, if you have money and if you came from affluent family and you are sick and you are in the city, yes, in the big city, you most likely will have access to best medical facilities, right? I mean, we are talking about non-COVID related. If you are a person or part of member of your family who are sick or needing medical attention, non-COVID related is another thing. And now COVID hit, it's really more difficult here in the Philippines to get sick. It's
Yes.
yes. And then like more on that, it can be another episode with regards to that issue. There are lots of issues that we encountered. Yes, we anticipated the difficulty in flying to the Philippines, but when you get here and you experience it by yourself, that means you are fucked up.
Do not travel here until the restrictions are lifted. It would just make things so much more easier for the traveler. If you're coming from a green country, you're fine. If you're coming from a yellow country or red countries, you can't anyways. But if you're coming from a yellow country, such as what North America is right now, don't come here. It's not worth. It's
so
not worth the
difficult.
hassle. Just wait.
It's so difficult. But of course, with respect to travelers, there are two types of travelers or people coming in the Philippines. One is the OFW group. OFW, Overseas Filipino Workers Group, and the second group of people coming in the Philippines are people like me,
Foreign nationals.
non-OFW,
Yeah, non-OFW foreign
resident,
national
yes,
returning.
residents of another country just visiting. It's another group of people. But yes, it's different if you are OFW. But of course, my audience, you being my audience, most likely you are not OFW, so you can relate to our experience returning to the Philippines. So, like me, I am a green card holder. I'm proud to say that I am a green card holder. So, being a green card holder, I'm still holding Filipino passport. So, that's giving me privilege to return to the Philippines, and also giving my husband the privilege to come with me, because I'm traveling as a family. We are traveling as a family. You think it can be fun? No, it's not that fun to be visiting the Philippines in times like this. It was so stressful and lots of
5-day quarantine.
the 5-day
Actually, 6
quarantine
days.
is not fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not fun. It will test your relationship. We had lots of fighting while we did we.
No, we didn't. We were complaining over the lack of information, and then after we got our test results back, they told us that we could leave, but we weren't allowed to go out. We could leave to move on to our next destination, but if we just wanted to go out and hit BGC High Street or someplace like that we couldn't.
We couldn't.
Yeah, and they had to get special permission from BOQ, Bureau of Quarantine, to allow us, because we weren't leaving yet, to come to here.
Yeah,
for
so
a
we
few
need
days.
extra days. Yes,
Yeah.
if you are transiting, if you are
So they were
traveling.
basically telling us if we were going to transit from the quarantine hotel to here to
To the
Marinduque,
province, we call it
to
province.
the province, then we could leave then to go do that. But our ride and our ferry thing wasn't.
It's
going to
another
happen
story.
until another day.
Another story, another hustle,
Yeah.
another set of procedures.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun to travel in the Philippines.
No, right now it's all red tape and bureaucratic paperwork.
Yeah, and I really don't advise anyone, if it's really just vacation or what, please wait
Well,
until.
Yeah, and you can't come for vacation.
Yes,
Just
no, for
vacation.
people like me and with the husbands. Yes, Brandon, what did Brandon say? It's so much better than it was. Yeah, he said. Yes, and if not only for because my mother is ill or not, we will not be coming here. But if you are willing to go through these kinds of difficulty, I would not stop you. But please, if there's no reason to come to the Philippines, don't come
Just
yet.
wait, it'll be here.
Just wait.
Yeah, it'll wait. It'll still be here.
Just wait. And lots of I'd like to elaborate more of our experience, but it's not about learning Tagalog. It's about my frustration on the Philippine government.
Yeah,
The kind
let's
of
start up a new channel. We'll call it Complaints with Albine.
ranting
Yeah.
with Al.
Ranting with Bruce and Albine. There
Yes,
we go.
that will be a good
Yeah, that'll
channel.
be our sub channel.
Lots and
Or
lots
TMI,
of
or Too Much Information
so
channel.
much details on that. That will be interesting. I hope we have energy and time to send, put up contents like that, right? Okay. And what else? What else can we say? But now that we are here, it's quite what I would say. We are quite settled down here in Marinduque. We will be here for about 2 weeks.
I just want to tell everybody that if you do come to Marinduque, once travel opens up, check out the Luxor Resort.
Luxor Resort,
Resort? Yeah, the Luxor
Luxor
Resort.
Beach in Gasan, Marinduque is very close. If flight comes back in Marinduque, it's just very close to the airport,
Yep.
right? So wait, if you wish to travel to Marinduque, I would advise
Very
also.
nice cabanas, very nice beach,
Yes.
very nice people, and good food here too.
Good food, yes, yes, and quiet here. We are so what close to nature here. But wait until travel is easier. And also, I would like to shout out Seda Hotel. Of course, we promised that, and we thank the manager Charmaine. Hi, Charmaine.
So the hotel in BGC.
In
Taguig.
BGC, of course, Bonifacio Global City in Taguig, Seda Hotel. Well, that was our choice of accommodation, and we will be back there on our return flight to the U.S.
It's a fantastic hotel located right on BGC High Street. If anybody knows or have seen walking videos of Bonifacio Global City, yeah, it's right there.
Yes.
And
Nice
the
food also.
the good food at
Good
the
food.
hotel, and a lot of different food shops
Yes.
to go see. But don't go the other direction to Market Mall.
It's so
Unless
crowded.
if you want to be audibly assaulted. It is just very loud there.
Yeah, if you would be traveling in the Philippines, we recommend you be like choosing the more privileged part of the city. It's safer for you, right?
It's safer, but there's something to be said about going to Quiapo and Chinatown. Even seeing downtown Manila, I did not feel unsafe in Manila.
No,
itself.
what I mean is safe in terms of COVID.
As far as COVID times.
Yes, possibility of transmit acquiring the virus. Please stay away from the crowd. Like market is not a good place for you if
Too busy.
lots of people, and people are really many. That's another rant. A lot of people here don't understand what
And you have to have a face
COVID-19
shield to wear on
is.
top of your head.
And that's another story. This story on face shield. More rants from me and Bruce. Face shield thing. Okay, maybe we will have a recorded video, right, on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I would, if you would be if you just can afford to spend some money, go to the higher end of the city, not on the middle class B and C. Spend something. It's just right to spend something. It's more convenient and more. It's safer for you. Make a separate video, he said. We will try. Maybe recorded one will be better.
Yeah.
Not a live video. Yes, recorded. We will organize our rants. Yes, and again, Brandon, and yes, thank you for being here, staying in the Philippines. I believe you are a business owner. This travel with me and Bruce this time, I made it say like it's so difficult to set up business here in the
Oh my God,
Philippines. Yes, setting up a business in the Philippines is so difficult. Hello, Philippine government. How can you please do something about that? Make it easier for people to do business in the Philippines, especially your financial system, banking system. It's so poor.
We have this thing in the rest of the world called credit cards.
Yes, the credit card. Hello, we are credit card holders. We have Visa, we have MasterCard. But why? We want to get connected. We want to get SIM card. card, and then you needed something like Giga Life or something. We want to access your network. Why don't you accept a credit card payment? You still want cash from
And your home
us.
address. In
Yes,
what province you live in.
home address and
That's a whole
telephone
nother
number.
video. That's a whole nother video.
So frustrating. Yes, it's so frustrating, and another video for that. Thank you for being here with us and for listening to our travel experience. I will be here again next week, most likely same spot here, or maybe
You got your live,
somewhere else.
Your live one-on-one.
And yes, and please join our coaching. Yes, in few hours again. It's going to be tonight in the Philippines. Coaching call, Brandon. Please join us. Chat, hang out with us via Google Meet. Oh no, Jitsi Meet. Our session 1. Session 1. It means 10 o'clock p.m. Philippine time or 10 o'clock a.m. USA time. Yes, magkita po tayo. Kita kids, and I wish to end this episode now. I think we're good, Bruce.
No.
Thank you so much. Mag-aral tayo ng Tagalog. Mag-practice tayo ng Tagalog. And let's learn Philippine bureaucracy on our next video. Most likely recorded video. Okay. Bruce, thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Salamat po.
Salamat po.
And I'm sending love, healing, protection, joy, peace your way. Yes, and do you hear the birds around us? I wish that you hear. And yes, a good sight of our nature. Mabuhay, magkita tayong muli. And let's do that.